Chassidic Parashat Bo, Chassidic Reflections on Parashat Bo, a journey of liberation and identity. As we turn the pages of our sacred text and delve into Parashat Bo, we find ourselves enveloped in a story that resonates deeply with the human experience. It's not just a tale of plagues and divine intervention. It's a rich tapestry woven with themes of liberation, identity, and the struggles we face in our quest for freedom. Imagine the Israelites, weary and broken, trapped in the unforgiving grip of Egyptian oppression. Their hearts are heavy with despair as they cry out to God for deliverance. The opening lines of this parasha echo their urgent plea: how long must we remain in this bondage? This prayer is not just a cry for physical liberation. It's a yearning for dignity, hope, and the chance to reclaim their identity as a people. The pain of their suffering reverberates through the ages, reminding us of the universal struggle against oppression. In the heart of Egypt, a land steeped in idolatry and tyranny, the Israelites find themselves not only physically imprisoned but spiritually stifled. Their lives are controlled by a ruler who refuses to see their humanity. As the plagues of darkness and locusts rain down upon the land, we witness a powerful confrontation between the forces of oppression and the indomitable spirit of a people desperate for freedom. Pharaoh stands as a symbol of stubbornness, clinging to power even as his world crumbles around him. He negotiates with Moses, offering half measures to the oppressed, asking which of you can leave. This reveals not only his desperation but also his inability to grasp the full weight of the moment. He sees the Israelites as mere pawns in his game of power, failing to understand that true freedom is not something that can be negotiated or bartered. It is a birthright. Moses, on the other hand, embodies the voice of the oppressed. When he responds to Pharaoh, he insists that not just the men, but women, children, and livestock must leave Egypt. This declaration is powerful. It's a testament to the importance of community and collective identity. Moses understands that liberation is not merely an individual pursuit. It is a shared journey that involves everyone. The Israelites are not just escaping from slavery, they are stepping into a new chapter of their identity as a unified nation. As the narrative unfolds, we encounter the profound darkness that envelops Egypt. The verse describing this darkness, thick darkness over all Egypt, is not merely about the absence of light. It represents a deep spiritual blindness. For 3 days, the Egyptians are shrouded in darkness so thick that they can't see one another, reflecting their moral decay and disconnect from the divine. During this time, we learn that those Israelites who had assimilated into Egyptian culture perished in this darkness, a tragic reminder of the consequences of abandoning one's identity. It raises poignant questions about belonging and the sacrifices we make for acceptance. Why didn't the Israelites seize the opportunity to flee during the darkness? The answer lies in God's intention. The Exodus was to be a public declaration of freedom, a testament to God's power, and a moment of profound transformation for the Jewish people. They were not to escape in secrecy. They were to emerge as a distinct nation, proudly affirming their identity. This moment is a powerful reminder that liberation is not merely about physical escape. It is about embracing a new sense of self and purpose. As the narrative reaches its climax with the final plague, the death of the firstborn, we see the tension intensify. God instructs Moses to tell the Israelites to mark their doorposts with the blood of the Paschal lamb, creating a clear distinction between the Israelites and the Egyptians. This act of marking the doorposts is not just a ritual, it symbolizes protection, love, and a deep connection to God. Each household must take part in this act, reinforcing their shared identity as a people chosen by God. It's a beautiful reminder that we are all interconnected in our struggles and triumphs. As the Israelites prepare to leave, they do so with a sense of urgency. They eat the sacrificial lamb dressed and ready, shoes on their feet and staffs in hand, embodying a profound faith in God's promise of liberation. This readiness reflects their commitment to embrace their new identity. They are not just fleeing from something, they are moving towards something greater, their destiny as a nation. In this moment, we see the essence of the Jewish experience. The struggle for freedom is not an end in itself, but a beginning. The journey from slavery to freedom is a transformative process filled with challenges and opportunities for growth. As we reflect on Parashat Bo, we are reminded of our own journeys, of the struggles we face, the identities we forge, and the communities we build. In our own lives, we are often confronted with choices that test our commitment to our values and our identities. The story of the Exodus is not just a historical account, it is a timeless narrative that invites us to examine our own lives, to stand together in the face of adversity, and to embrace the journey toward liberation and self-discovery. Just as the Israelites emerged from Egypt as a people transformed, so too can we find strength and purpose in our own journeys, united in our shared humanity and our quest for a brighter future. The significance of Shemetz and the sanctification of the firstborn in Jewish tradition. In the heart of Jewish tradition, the festival of Passover or Pesach stands as a powerful symbol of faith, resilience, and the rich historical tapestry of the Jewish people. Among the many customs and laws that accompany this sacred holiday, the prohibition of chametz, leavened bread, holds a special place. This prohibition goes beyond just avoiding certain foods. It is a profound metaphor for spiritual renewal and liberation from oppression. As families prepare for Pesach, the task of removing chametz from their homes is not merely a chore. It becomes a ritual of cleansing and reflection. In the weeks leading up to the holiday, Jewish households engage in a thorough cleaning, searching for crumbs that might have escaped their notice. This act is a physical manifestation of the inner work required to prepare for the festival. It invites everyone to reflect on their lives, to let go of what no longer serves them, and to make space for new beginnings. The process of selling or destroying chametz transforms into a meaningful ritual, preparing both homes and hearts for the celebration of freedom that Pesach represents. On the eve of Pesach, as the sun sets and families gather around the table, they partake in the sacred ritual of eating matzah, unleavened bread. Matzah symbolizes humility and the haste of their ancestors as they fled Egypt, reminding them of the struggles and hardships faced in the journey toward freedom. Eating matzah is not merely about tradition. It is a way to connect with the past, to remember their forebears who endured suffering and despair, and to acknowledge the miracles that led to their liberation. As families share stories, laughter, and prayers, they reaffirm their collective identity and the strength that comes from their shared history. At the heart of Passover is also the concept of the firstborn, a theme woven deeply into the fabric of the Exodus story. The directive, "Consecrate to me every firstborn," resonates powerfully within the Jewish community, calling to mind the final plague that struck Egypt, where the firstborn of every household faced tragedy. The sanctification of the firstborn is a moment of reflection and gratitude, reminding families of the divine intervention that protected them. For many Jewish families, the redemption of a firstborn son, typically performed 30 days after birth, is a cherished moment. The father, in a ritual rich with meaning, redeems his son with a symbolic sum of money, often in the presence of a priest Cohen who serves as an intermediary. This ceremony is not just a formality. It is a way of recognizing the preciousness of life and the responsibilities that come with it. As families gather together, sometimes inviting a Cohen from their community to share in the joy, they celebrate not only the birth of a child, but the continuity of their traditions and the bonds that tie them to generations past. The significance of the firstborn extends to livestock as well, with the commandment to present the firstborn animals to the priests for sacrifice. This practice underscores the sanctity of life and the importance of offering one's best to God. Even in contemporary times when these sacrificial practices may not be feasible, families find ways to honor these traditions, perhaps through symbolic acts that keep the spirit of the law alive. For example, the firstborn donkey must be redeemed with a lamb or have its neck broken, illustrating the depth of meaning embedded in these laws. Each commandment serves as a reminder of the unique bond between God and His people, urging them to appreciate the blessings in their lives. As families navigate these traditions, whether through the meticulous observance of the prohibition of chametz or the sanctification of the firstborn, they are not just following ancient rituals. They are engaging in a living tradition that continues to shape their identities. By participating in these practices, they are called to reflect on their past, recognize the freedoms they enjoy today, and aspire to create a future filled with hope and purpose. The observance of Pesach, with its rituals and stories, is a time for intimate family gatherings and shared memories. It encourages individuals to think about what it means to be free and the responsibilities that come with that freedom. The liberation from Egypt is not just a historical event. It is a transformative experience that shapes the Jewish worldview, instilling a deep sense of gratitude and a commitment to justice and compassion. In conclusion, the prohibition of chametz and the sanctification of the firstborn are not merely ancient practices. They are living traditions that resonate deeply within the hearts of the Jewish people. These observances invite introspection and connection, reminding families of their shared history and the divine presence that has guided them through generations. By engaging with these practices, the Jewish community honors its past while nurturing a rich spiritual heritage that inspires and uplifts them in their daily lives. Ultimately, these traditions serve as a reminder that every act of remembrance, every shared meal, and every moment spent together is a testament to their journey from bondage to freedom, a journey that continues to unfold in each new generation.